All right, let's see if this works. So, I gotta wait for some people to come in, I guess. Let me go over here and see if I can invite some people. How do I do that? Share? Okay. What? I got it. Try that. Y'all don't even want to know what I did to cut my camera off. It was really a last option. Let's see if that's all right. If anybody's in here, I don't even know how to tell if anybody's in here. Oh, I guess this little guy up here, it says 0. Okay, I'm just going to start off by saying, bear with me because I don't know what I'm doing. I did not know how to turn my camera off, so I had to cover it because I don't want my ugly face on here yet. Also, I wanted some people to join me up here, but I guess they don't want to. But it's okay. I just have a lot to say about all these missing kid cases and how people are just spreading all this hate and mistruth towards parents of these kids, and how I don't know, it's just become like a mob mentality on YouTube. And I used to really enjoy watching YouTube, but here lately, I'm not so sure I like watching anymore because I find myself getting angry with the TV, wanting to throw stuff at it. But I know it's not the TV's fault. But my main situation with all of this is the the way that people will there'll be an interview or a press conference or whatever. Oops, on TV, and they will say one thing, and then a YouTuber will be on and say the total opposite of what they said, or either the police, like today for Sebastian, they did a presser, and I was listening to another YouTuber because I was driving, so I was trying to hear it through them. And I don't particularly like this person, but I was just listening to whoever I could listen to at the moment. But I was listening to the presser, and when they said no foul play was suspected, the the person said bull, like it was a lie. And I don't really understand that because that's coming from the police, you know. And if there's foul play, then wouldn't we know? Why does everybody have to say the parents are guilty? Like, look at Harley Dilly. Look what they did to his parents. I watched that unfold. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. I didn't watch it on YouTube. I watched it on Facebook because back then I didn't really know anything about YouTube. You know, I didn't understand that you could follow cases on here. And oh my gosh, they were so horrible to them people. And most of the people that were out there badgering and torturing these parents were criminals themselves. Like, I didn't get it. And they didn't really get their point across in the end. And I don't know how many know about Harley, but I know that he, I guess, skipped school and he snuck in a house across the street that was abandoned, well, not abandoned, but empty because I think it was like a seasonal house. And he climbed down the chimney and he got stuck. And unfortunately, he passed away because he got stuck in there and nobody knew he was there. And I believe the only way they found it, I believe the only way they found it is, how did they find him? It was an orange coat, right, Mama L? I can't remember. I think his coat was like hanging out of the little thing, and they saw it, and that's how they got him out. But it's just really aggravating to hear people beat up on parents for what? Like, you're not the police. You're not going to be able to do anything. If they're guilty, let the law do their job. It's not like you can do anything. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But I didn't really understand why. I like your name, by the way. I I thought it should be Mama S, but that's cool. I can take that. I miss you. I wish you would get your butt up on here sometime. You're the only person in here watching me, so I feel special right now. Um, I have a whole what? I think I don't even know how many subscribers I have, but Anyway, I'm ADHD, so stop it. Um, anyway, you remember how they beat up on his parents, like accusing them of all this stuff, and then in the end, he was in the chimney and he passed away. I love you too. But they still said the parents stuffed him down in the chimney. Do you remember that? And I'm like, oh my God, these people were like, the mom was, I thought she had like a hard time getting around. And I don't remember really with the dad. I think he was like a garbage truck driver or something. But they were not physically in shape to get that child up on that high roof and down in the chimney with his coat first. I mean, come on, people. They need to do better. They need to do better. I hope you're doing okay, Mama L. I've kind of been working and playing on my phone and listening to these crazy fools on YouTube. It's like crazy fools telling you. But um, you know, I feel the same way about summer because I've heard a lot of stuff splash back and forth, and yeah, yeah, it was terrible. And I still follow the mom on Facebook, but I mean, there's some things sometimes. I mean, I even gave the benefit of the doubt to Letitia, okay? And if you can give the benefit of the doubt to her, you can give it to anybody. Just because she was an evil monster doesn't mean these people are evil monsters. And I can't understand why the I can't understand why the people automatically just start accusing the parents, because the parents, I mean, they're hurting too, and maybe we're not hearing. I know how the media is, maybe we're not hearing the whole story of, it's cutting out parts and using parts, and then they sound like they're contradicting and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just think I mean, nobody knows better than you, Mama L, that this is like a mob in here. And I know that we have our different opinions on different things, but I still, in the end, understand your point. And I wouldn't, I mean, yeah, I'll argue with you and debate it, whatever, but that doesn't mean that I don't respect your opinion, because I do. But it's like, how can you, how can you advocate for one set of parents with a missing child and not another? Or how can you accuse this set of parents of foul play when the law is saying there's none, but you don't accuse this family of it? I don't understand. Like, why can't everybody just treat everybody right? And the reason I put Raleigh's name in here is because I I know that his parent, especially his mom, I felt so bad for her. I still do. It's horrible. I couldn't imagine. I don't understand how they can. I don't understand how people can just make it 10 times worse for her. I don't know all of. I haven't really been paying as much attention to him since they found him, but a lot of the stuff that's happened makes sense because I know that he was found like stuck up, like hung up on a barge or something under the, and he was submerged, and I think his clothes had came off, and he was like, he was found by the barge, the person I guess driving the barge, and I listened to the 911 call, and you know they didn't say anything about whether he was wearing a belt or clothes or what. I think they said maybe a shirt and he had like blonde hair, and he said he thought it was Riley, and and which it was, which was really sad. But he was still 8 miles down the stream, and so that means the current carried him. His clothes, God only knows, could have got hung up on something, and he was a 6'7". 6'7". That child was tall. I know you don't. I know, but I didn't. And I mean, I'm just going off. I'm not really going off of YouTube, but I'm going off of like, the. I'm going off of the stuff that I hear on the news, like the some of it's YouTube, but some people play stuff like they'll play the pressers on YouTube, and I'll listen to them there, and then I swear they change the words around, and I don't get it. I don't understand. I'll never understand. But the drama part, for YouTube is just not really. I mean, sometimes you have to step away from the craziness and get into a new kind of crazy, so that you can kind of keep moving because it gets really sad if you don't. And but I get angry. I don't get sad anymore. I get angry because when I hear somebody, like, I can't even stand it when they say the kid's name wrong. It drives me crazy. And I'm like, you're covering this child's case and can't even say his name right. Like, come on. Like, they keep calling Sebastian Seth, and that's his dad's name. But Sebastian is autistic. And I think he's 15, and he's missing in Tennessee as well. And I don't know. It's really weird. But, and there's so much, like, back and forth. The police basically said they weren't. Oh, and these parents didn't seem crappy, but they've made them crappy. YouTube has definitely made them crappy. They've dug up everything. you know, you know, certain ones that were there in the beginning down there, and in Quentin Simon's case, down there screaming and hollering at the parents. Now, they're still doing that to these parents. And these parents, like, they live in, like, I think a quarter of a million. Was it a quarter of a million or half a million? I don't know. They live in a very expensive neighborhood, a very nice house, whatever, and seem to be seem to be good parents, but they have ripped the stepdad apart, and it doesn't matter. I don't think I don't think that. I mean, I've seen crappy parents. I haven't always been the best parent. I can be a crappy parent. I mean, people. called CPS on me, and it's always been unfounded. And apparently theirs was too, because if it wasn't, they would have lost the kids a long time ago. But I just think that they were dealt a really shitty hand in life, like especially her. And I think that I don't think they were capable of that. I don't think she was. Maybe if anything, an accident, but I just don't see it. I don't see her. I don't know. I just don't. And I mean, God, I have a cousin that has like 6 kids. I told you about her. She lives in Kentucky, and I don't know how the hell it took her all those years, but she finally lost all her kids. But I don't know how they made it alive. And they had all their this case, well, that case that you're talking about goes all the way. Like, God, it's like a replica of it because it was just as bad. I mean, if not worse. I don't know because I mean they had people in the house all the time. They did their little drugs, and the kids were always dirty and running around crazy and out of control. And they were beating them, smacking them in the head, yelling at them, cussing at them, calling them names, doing whatever. But none of the kids ever turned up missing. Yes, it is. But you know what? The bad thing is the people that are out there judging are criminals themselves or ex drug addicts. They I don't think there's a such thing as an ex drug addict, is there? I, I don't really know what it's called. A recovery recovered drug addict, whatever. I just don't understand how I don't understand how somebody that has skeletons in their closet can judge others and that they just dig up some weird stuff. And if anything, I think they should be out looking for the kids. If they want to talk about it, get out there and do something about it. I want to talk about it. I want to go do something about it. If I had the money, I would. But these people have the money to go stalk the parents and scream on their front lawn and stalk their neighborhoods and all that. But if they're going to do all that, why don't they go and search for him? Like this little boy, I honestly think the Sebastian little boy is like he. I just I feel the whole Harley Dilly happening again. I don't. I asked my first question was, "Do y'all have a chimney?" My first question. That was my first thought. It was horrible because he's autistic. He's 15, but he's autistic, and I just think about my granddaughter and how she would do some crazy stuff. She had no fear, and you got it's like a blended family here, so you're hearing different sides of it. So now they're beating stepdad up because he said he popped the boy with a belt. Do I agree? No, I don't. I don't think anybody that isn't the natural biological mother or father of that child should be spanking him. Um, yeah, he kind of seemed like he didn't really care too much for the little boy. And, if you're going to be like that, you shouldn't be with somebody with kids, you know? You know how I feel about that. All of my opinions are based on my experiences. And you're filling my chat up with so much love. I'm so happy. You're my only one. Money, drama equals money. It's great. Yeah, it does. But you know what? The thing, the thing of it is, how do I pen your message? I just want to see what it does. I want to pen it. How do I do that? Where does how come it's not showing up on the camera while I'm here? I thought maybe, I thought maybe that I could do what they did. minus the money. I don't know how to do it. That would be neat though. But anyway, the point of the matter is people that have no business. If you've lost your kids, okay, ever, okay, that's my biggest thing. If you've ever lost your kids, stay the hell off of YouTube and don't be judging nobody else. Nobody else. If you haven't always been the best 100% perfect parent, which I doubt anybody has, stay off of YouTube and don't judge people you don't know. If you don't have a squeaky clean record like myself, then stay off of YouTube and don't judge people that have one. I was thinking about you last night because on Spotify I was playing the the what's it called? The thing you went to in '99. Um, I can't think of it right now. You know what I'm talking about? What? Why can't I get out? Where Limp Bizkit was, and you went, and I was mad, and Corn and all them were there. What was the name of it? See, I got stage fright. I started thinking about that one person in my chat that loves Woodstock. Yes, Woodstock '99. I put that on my thing of my Spotify, and I was listening to the and Jade. She was just like, "Oh my god!" She wanted to get out the car. She did not want to be in the car with me. Guess what? I got a car. I have to call you later and tell you about it. I got a newer car, and someone else is using the other one right now, but it's still running, believe it or not. He's fixing it. I let him borrow it so he could get my kid back and forth to work for me. I guess only one person's here, and you're not even the one that needed to hear all of this because you already know. But maybe somebody out of my few subscribers will listen and agree, maybe, or understand that I still, I still like to watch certain YouTubers, and like I still like to watch Miss Daisy. I love Miss Daisy's chat. They're so sweet to me. And I watch Lisa sometimes when I can catch her. She always comes on kind of late for me with work. And Miss Daisy, I can't watch her at late at night because she'd be ringing that cowbell when she gets Cash App or whatever or Super Chat, and it'll wake up the whole house because I had TV too loud. I ain't gonna lie, but the thing's loud. I'm not gonna get a cowbell, so y'all will be okay. Well, you will be okay. My one and only viewer. Did I tell you I stuck a band-aid over my camera because I couldn't cut it off? I'm ridiculous. So when I end this, what happens? Does it like automatically publish? Like, what? How does it work? Because I don't really remember everything I talked about. No, I remember some of it, but I don't want to keep you on here, and I don't want you to feel obligated to stay listen to me run my mouth. But I wanted to I wanted to get a lot off my mind and or off my chest, and I don't really feel like I got it off because I was watching the YouTube when I decided to do it. Another creator, I think it's T Rev or whatever. I was watching that and why are you proud of me? You're not even gonna watch me. You don't like YouTube anymore, remember? This was our dream. We were gonna do this together, and now band-aided out on me. I had to put my band-aid up there because I was cover my boo-boo from you leaving me. Oh, so okay. I didn't know that. I'm not really sure what I'm using. I guess I'm using YouTube Studio. I don't know. I was trying to do like I did the first time, and I forgot how to do it. But anyway, um, I've wasted a whole 25 minutes of your life today, so I'm gonna call you in a little while. I'm gonna I'm gonna end this, and I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to hear myself talk. I hate it. But I also have some pictures to show you too. So I'm gonna get off of here, and I'm gonna message you in a minute and show you some cute stuff. Make your heart throb and make you get all giddy inside because it's so adorable. But they're actually they're actually on here on my. I've been posting pictures on here instead of like posting them on Facebook. I've just been trying to build up a channel with my pups, but I don't know. I got out of it when I went back to work, and work just takes everything out of me anymore because you already know them kids drive me crazy. I love my job, but goodness Christ, I'm enjoying spring break this week, so it's moving a little fast if you ask me. But I will text you in a few if you're not busy, and I'm gonna get off of here and see if I can do this right. Thank you for coming, Mama L. And everybody else that watches us, I'm sorry. It's not my fault.